No grave can keep a secret. No lie can stay down long. Somebody always talks. Somebody comes back home. No grave can keep a secret. No sin stays under stone. You can bury what you did, but not what you know. The church was locked by sundown. The bell was hanging still. My name was on a wooden cross behind that little hill. Mud was on my jacket, blood was on my hands. Daddy saw me walking and could barely stand. Mama left the porch light burning every night. She said, God don't take a boy without putting up a fight. I didn't come for mercy, I didn't come to pray. I came to ask my Father why he looked away. No grave can keep a secret. No lie can stay down long. Somebody always talks. Somebody comes back home. No grave can keep a secret. No sin stays on the stone. You can bury what you did, but not what you know. From the front yard, like it knew my boots. Mama dropped her coffee and whispered holy truth. The preacher crossed the street, the sheriff closed his door. Daddy held his whiskey like he needed one drink more. Small towns keep a silence till the silence starts to rise. Then the man that tried to bury shows up in the parking lot. I wasn't clean or holy. I had fire in my chest. I wanted peace from heaven, but I wanted blood like the rest. No grave can keep a secret. No lie can stay down long. Somebody always talks. Somebody comes back home. No grave can keep a secret. No sin stays under stone. You can bury what you did, but not what you know. Daddy wouldn't look at me. Mama held the door. Rain was on my shoulders. Mud was on the floor. I said, I ain't your judge, but I ain't your shame. You gave them my body, and just to save your name. No grave can keep a secret. No lie can stay down long. Somebody always talks. Somebody comes back home. No grave can keep a secret. But I learned something cold. You can crawl out of the darkness and still feel all alone. No grave can keep a secret. No sin stays under stone. You can bury what you did, but not what you know. The bell rang once by morning, then the whole town let it die. Mama kept the porch light burning, and nobody asked me why. No grave can keep a secret. No lie can keep me gone. The road was just beginning. kept the light on. Every night I was gone, everybody called me dead, but she kept holding on. Mama kept the light on, like she knew I'd find that road. When the whole town buried me, Mama never let me go. Her coffee got cold by the kitchen sink. She sat by the window too tired to think. The dog heard thunder and ran to the door. Mama said, "Easy boy, not tonight anymore." My coat still hung on the hallway nail. Daddy wouldn't touch it like it told the tale. She prayed real quiet with a Bible on her knee. Said, "Lord, if he's breathing, bring him back to me." Folks said, "Let him rest." She said, "Not my son." A mother knows when a grave is wrong. Mama kept the light on. Every night I was gone, everybody called me dead, but she kept holding on. Mama kept the light on, like she knew I'd find that road. When the whole town buried me, Mama never let me go. Preacher came by with his head in his hand. Said, "Sister, let God do what we can't understand." She looked at that man with fire in her face. Said, "Don't bring me God to cover your shame." The sheriff stayed gone, Daddy stayed drunk. The porch boards creak when the night wind comes. She kept my old boots by the back screen door. Said, "Dead men don't need them, but my boy, my wants more." Small towns talk, then they turn away, but Mama heard truth in the lies they made. Mama kept the light on. Every night I was gone, everybody called me dead, but she kept holding on. Mama kept the light on, like she knew I'd find that road. When the whole town buried me, Mama never let me go. I came up the driveway, half mud and bone. She opened that door like she already known. She touched my face, then she hit her knees. Cried, "Thank you, Lord, He came back to me." I wasn't clean, I wasn't whole. I had dirt on my jacket and hell in my soul, but Mama just held me like I was still 10, like the world had lost me and gave me back again. Mama kept the light on. Every night I was gone, everybody called me dead, but she kept Mama held my jacket and cried into the sleep. The bell rang once, then the night moved on. Mama kept the light on till the boy came home. Blood ain't always home, blood ain't always kind. Sometimes it wears your name and leaves you behind. Blood ain't always mercy, blood ain't always bone. Sometimes the hands that raised you leave you out there alone. Daddy built that front porch with a hammer and pride. Said a man keeps his word and never runs to hide. He taught me how to shoot, he taught me how to stand. Then he sold my whole life with those same two hands. Mama kept supper on a plate by the stove. She said your dad is quiet 'cause he carries a load. But quiet turned heavy, heavy turned cold, and the truth started leaking through the walls of that home. I learned the hard way, standing in the rain. A family name can still bring shame. Blood ain't always home, blood ain't always kind. Sometimes it wears your name and leaves you behind. Blood ain't always mercy, blood ain't always bone. Sometimes the hands that raised you leave you out there alone. There was whiskey on the table, there was mud on the floor. Daddy saw me breathing and back from the door. He said, son, I'm sorry. I said, don't say son. You gave that word away when you chose to run. The preacher kept watching from across the yard. The sheriff lit a cigarette and swallowed real hard. Mama stood between us with tears in her eyes, like she loved us both but could not love the lie. Some roots grow deep, some roots grow wrong. Some men called it blood when it was chains all along. Blood ain't always home, blood ain't always kind. Sometimes it wears your name and leaves you behind. Blood ain't always mercy, blood ain't always bone. Sometimes the hands that raised you leave you out there alone. I ain't saying I'm clean, I ain't saying I'm right. I came back angry in the middle of the night. I wanted answers, I wanted his pain, I wanted my childhood back from his name. But mama touched my shoulder and I let that gun fall. Some men lose their father while he's standing in the hall. Blood ain't always home, blood ain't A man can lose his family and still walk toward the light. Daddy sat in silence, Mama closed the door. The dog stayed beside me, like he knew me before. Blood ain't always mercy, that much I know. So I took my name back and walked down that road. The preacher knew. He held that Bible like it held him too. He prayed out loud, but he hid the truth. God heard me crying, and the preacher knew. Sunday morning, cold black suit, shaking hands in polished boots. He said my name with his head held low, but he never looked at that empty hole. Mama cried on the second pew. Daddy stared down at his worn out shoes. The whole church sang like saints can do, but the walls knew better and the preacher knew. A lie sounds clean in a holy place till Shane walks in with a living face. The preacher knew. The preacher knew. He held that Bible like it held him too. He prayed out loud, but he hid the truth. God heard me crying, and the preacher knew. With a casserole dish, said the Lord works hard in ways we miss. Mama said, don't you quote that book when you saw my boy and turned your look. He swallowed hard and cleared his throat, said some things die so towns can't cope, but small town peace ain't worth the sun, and holy man can still outrun. He rang that bell, he locked that door, but guilt got loud and shook the floor. The preacher knew. The preacher knew. He held that Bible like it held him too. He prayed out loud, but he hid the truth. God heard me crying, and the preacher knew. Standing by the church back steps with rain on his collar and fear on his breath. He said, son, forgive me, I lost my way. I said, don't call me son and don't teach me grace. You buried the truth for a rich man's name. You washed your hands, but you kept the stain. I ain't God, I can't save you, but God was watching, and the preacher knew. preacher knew when the choir stopped singing. No grave stayed quiet, no lie stayed true. The whole town heard it, and the preacher knew. He left that Bible on the altar stone, walked out shaking, and drove home alone. Mama kept praying, I kept my boots. God said nothing, but the preacher knew. Came back dirty, I came back mean, with mud on my jacket and blood on my jeans. I came back broken, but I came back true. They buried alive, and I walked it back through. I hit that road past county line with a cracked old watch and a half-dead mind. My boots were heavy, my throat was dry. I had smoke in my lungs and hell in my eyes. A crow flew over that old gas sign, the same one I passed when I was still mine. I heard that church bell, low and slow, like it knew my name before I got home. I wasn't holy, I wasn't clean, but I was still breathing and they had to see. I came back dirty, I came back mean, with mud on my jacket and blood on my jeans. I came back broken, but I came back true. They buried alive, and I walked it back through. The diner went quiet when I walked in. Old Joe dropped coffee all over his skin. Jenny said, Lord, that can't be right. Dead men don't come on Friday night. I took one stool by the window crack, said pour it black, I ain't staying back. The sheriff saw me, then looked away like guilt had hands around his face. Small towns whisper, small towns stare, but nobody speaks when the truth stands there. I came back dirty, I came back mean, with mud on my jacket and blood on my jeans. I came back broken, but I came back true. They buried alive, and I walked it back through. I ain't proud of what I felt. I wanted fire, I wanted help. I wanted Daddy to say my name, then choke on all his holy shame. Mama cried when I hit that porch. The dog ran wild through the screen door. I fell down hard on both my knees. She said, "My boy, you came back to me." I came back dirty. I came back mean, with mud on my jacket and blood on my jeans. I came back broken, but I came back true. They buried a lie, and I walked it back through. I came back dirty, but I came back home. A man can be lost and still not be gone. And Daddy watched from the hallway light, too scared to speak, too old to fight. Mama held me like I was 10. I came back dirty, but I came back again. Daddy wouldn't look at me when I came through that door. He held his glass like it could save him from the blood on the floor. Daddy wouldn't say my name. Mama started to cry. I came home from my own grave, and he couldn't meet my eyes. The hallway smelled like whiskey. The rain came off my coat. My old boots hit the hardwood like a hammer to his soul. My mama stood behind me with her hand across her mouth. The dog stayed by my left side like he knew what this was about. Daddy sat in silence in his Sunday shirt. Same man who taught me praying, same man who taught me hurt. I didn't want a sermon, I didn't want to fight. I only wanted one damn answer: how did you sleep at night? Daddy wouldn't look at me when I came through that door. He held his glass like it could save him from the blood on the floor. Daddy wouldn't say my name. Mama started to cry. I came home from my own grave, and he couldn't meet my eyes. He said, "Son, I'm sorry." I said, "Don't use that word. You buried what you owed me, then hid behind the church." He said, "I had no choice." I said, "You had two hands. You could have opened up that door. You could have been a man." The clock kept ticking. The house house went cold. Mama held the table like the truth was getting old. Some men fear the devil, some men fear the law, but Daddy feared the mirror more than anything at all. Daddy wouldn't look at me when I came through that door. He held his glass like it could save him from the blood on the floor. I came home from my own grave and he couldn't meet my eyes. I ain't proud of what I wanted him to hurt like me. I wanted him to beg for mercy, I wanted him down on his knees. But Mama whispered, let God have him. That broke something deep in me. So I dropped my rage beside my boots and let that old man see. Daddy finally looked at me, but he looked 10 years gone. Like shame had built a prison, and he lived there all alone. Daddy finally said my name, but it came out weak and dry. I came home from my own grave and watched my father die inside. Mama blew the candle out, the dog lay by the stairs. Daddy stayed in that old chair like nobody was there. I walked out before sunrise with mud still on my sleeve. Daddy wouldn't look at me, but Mama watched me leave. Small towns talk, small towns lie, small towns smile and look you in the eye. Small towns pray, then hide the knife. Small towns talk when the dead man's alive. Miller saw the pickup by the county line. Jenny heard my father begging for more time. Old Joe saw the preacher lock the chapel door. Sheriff knew the dirt was fresh behind the store. Mama asked questions, nobody stayed. Folks kept walking like they were afraid. They brought her flowers, they brought her food, but nobody brought what they knew. Whispers get heavy, secrets get loud. Truth don't die in a one-road town. Small towns talk, small towns alive. Small towns smile and look you in the eye. Small Every spoon stopped, every face went white. Jenny dropped coffee, old Joe cursed. Somebody said Lord, then nobody spoke first. I took one seat by the window crack, said I ain't here to take it all back. I just need names, I just need truth, and every eye turned toward booth 2. Whispers get heavy, secrets get loud. Truth don't die in a one-road town. Small towns talk, small towns lie. Small towns smile and look you in the eye. Small towns pray, then hide the knife. Small towns talk when the dead man's alive. I ain't innocent, I ain't clean. I wanted blood and I wanted peace. I wanted every mouth that buried me to choke on everything they'd seen. But Mama said easy, that ain't your road. Let God keep count of what they owe. So I stood there quiet with mud on my coat and watched that town lose its throat. Small towns talk, small towns lie. Small towns smile and look you in the eye. Small towns pray, then hide the knife. Small towns talk when the dead man's alive. Small towns talk, small towns fall when one man comes back and names them all. Small towns pray, but truth walks tall. Small towns talk till they can't talk at all. By sunrise, the street was bare. Curtains moved, but no one stared. Mama stood by the open door. Small towns talk, but not like before. Whiskey won't wash sin, it only burns going down. It don't clean your hands, it don't keep ghosts in the ground. Whiskey won't wash sin, it won't make wrong feel right. Daddy drank till morning, but he still shook all night. He kept a bottle by the kitchen chair, like God might miss him if he stayed right there. Mama washed dishes with red tired eyes. He said nothing and called it fine. The clock kept ticking, the dog stayed low. Rain hit the window, soft and slow. My coat still hung by the hallway light, and Daddy drank hard to forget that night. But glass can break and bottles end. A man can't drown what lives within. Whiskey won't wash in, it only burns It don't keep ghosts in the ground. No, whiskey won't wash sin. It won't make wrong feel right. Daddy drank till morning, but he still shook all night. Sitting behind the store, same old bottle, same old war. He looked 10 years older than his name, like every sip had fed the shame. He said, I'm sorry, I said too late. You can't pour mercy on a son you gave. He held that glass like a loaded gun, but no drink saved him from what he'd done. Some men pray, some men run, some men hide behind the rum. Whiskey won't wash sin. It only burns going down. It don't clean your head. It don't keep ghosts in the ground. Oh, whiskey won't wash sin. It won't make wrong feel right. Daddy drank till morning, but he still shook all night. I ain't proud, I wanted him low, I wanted him hurt, I wanted him broke. But mama said, son, let heaven see what a whiskey could not take off of me. So I left him there with his shaking hands and no church bell and the guilty man. Whiskey won't wash sin. It only burns going down. It don't clean your hands. It don't keep ghosts in the ground. Oh, whiskey won't wash sin. It won't make wrong feel right. Daddy drank till morning, but he still shook all night. Whiskey won't wash sin, and no bottle makes you clean. You can numb your heart, but not what you've seen. The sun came up on an empty glass. Daddy stared down at a buried past. Mama locked the door, I walked out again. Whiskey won't wash sin. Whiskey won't wash sin. I wasn't dead enough to stay beneath that stone. I wasn't gone enough to leave that lie alone. They put my name in dirt, they prayed and dressed it up, but I came back breathing. I wasn't dead enough. They said let him rest, they said let it be. They said poor old mama needs some room to grieve. Daddy wore black like a decent man, but he kept my blood on his shaking hands. The preacher spoke low, the church bell cried, the sheriff stood still and swallowed his lie. They all looked sad, they all looked rough, but I heard every word. I wasn't dead enough. A grave can get quiet, a stone can get cold, but a lie gets nervous when it loses control. I wasn't dead enough to stay beneath that stone. I wasn't gone enough to leave that lie alone that put my name in dirt, that prayed and dressed it up. But I came back breathing. I wasn't dead enough. My coat half torn, old boots muddy, my face reborn. Jenny saw me first at the grocery light, dropped both bags and said, Jesus Christ. Old men whispered, kids ran home. Somebody called on a payphone. Daddy saw me and lost his bluff. He knew right then I wasn't dead enough. Small towns can bury what they don't want seen, but dirt don't hold a man still mean. I wasn't dead enough to stay beneath that stone. I wasn't gone enough to leave that lie alone that put my name in dirt. They prayed and dressed it up, but I came back breathing. I wasn't dead enough. I ain't no angel, I ain't no saint. I came back loaded with hurt and hate. I wanted Daddy to pay that night. I wanted blood and I wanted right. But Mama grabbed me by my sleeve, said, son, don't let them make you what they believe. So I stood there shaking in that porch light glow, halfway home and halfway it up, but I came back breathing. I wasn't dead enough. I wasn't dead enough to lose my mother's love. I wasn't lost enough to let that town cover up. They buried their shame, but shame crawled up and knocked on the door. I wasn't dead enough. The bell rang late, the porch lights stayed. Mama held on, Daddy looked away. The road got quiet, the sky went rough. They tried to end me, I wasn't dead enough. Stopped ringing when the truth came out. The whole town listened, but nobody made a sound. The bell stopped ringing like heaven turned away. Some sins get forgiven, but some still have to pay. Sunday came quiet, no choir in the room. Dust on the pulpit, mud on my boots. Mama sat front row with her hands held tight. Daddy stayed home with the curtain shut wide. The preacher stood shaking by the altar rail, like every old secret had learned how to tell. Nobody sang, nobody moved. God had heard enough, and the preacher knew. Well, I can wear a good suit, Well, I can learn to pray, but when the dead man walks in, even saints look away. The bells stop ringing. When the truth came out, the whole town listened, but nobody made a sound. The bells stopped ringing, like heaven turned away. Some sins get forgiven, but some still have to pay. Past the graveyard at 3:15, saw my name leaning where I used to be. The flowers were dead, the dirt had sunk low, like the ground got tired of holding that show. Mama came with me, but she didn't cry. She touched that old cross and looked at the sky. She said, you came back, but something stayed gone. A mother gets a boy, but not all of him home. I wanted peace, I wanted life, but some roads heal slow after that kind of night. The bells stopped ringing when the truth came out. The whole town listened, but nobody made a sound. The bells stopped ringing, like heaven turned away. Some sins get forgiven, but some still have to pay. I ain't proud of all my rage, I ain't clean of all my blame. I wanted blood, I wanted names, I wanted fire, I wanted shame. But mama said, son, let the road decide. You can leave this town and still survive. So I packed my coat and I took my name, left the empty grave and kept the flame. The bell stopped ringing when I left that town. Mama stood waving as the sun went down. The bell stopped ringing, but I heard my own heart. Some men come home just to fall apart. The bells stopped ringing, like heaven turned away. Some sins get forgiven, but some still have to pay. Daddy never called me, the preacher never wrote. The sheriff lost his badge and the banker lost his coat. Mama kept the porch light, but I kept moving on. The bells stopped ringing, but I still heard the song. No grave kept a secret, no lie kept me gone. The road was dark ahead, but I was walking on.